What's going on? Yeah, man, I'm scared. I'm going to go this family members and everybody to spread the message. Good wellness for some people that don't know about this. I share the channel and all this good stuff. Today, man, I'm gonna talk about my cousin. Share some things with y'all. Man, that we're gonna have to, as black folks, we're gonna have to address. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to address it as black Americans. We call y'all African American. I feel black Americans. You feel like you're African American, it's halfway pertaining to you. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my cousin Antwon. For us tomorrow, I'm gonna drop a funeral. We're gonna do all that stuff. You know, like, go on farther from there. You know what I'm saying? Just want I can watch YouTube and you watch YouTube and you watch YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like, hold on. A a lot of people y'all see, they going in and going, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like as content creators, everybody could probably feed off it and get what they got to get out there for giving their opinion. But after that, the next day, this junk ain't really like, you feel me? It's for that man to handle his business, and that's what he's doing. So there's no fault. There's nothing, nothing, like other than views and stuff that can come out the situation. You know what I'm saying? There's no fault. So so if everybody got the energy to be beefing cross line, and we could get them people could get them many views and get them many people to back them and stand with them, choose alliances and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's going to affect all black folks. Whether, the snakes out there in the other big YouTubers world. You know what I'm saying? It's happening on this. Y'all know y'all be paying fish for. This is my cousin Twan. This is my cousin Antwon Cooper, Miami, Florida. 90 days, however y'all want to call it. March the 8th, he got shot down by the police. I know y'all gonna look at his picture and, and do what people do to say, oh, what did he do? He a thug. Probably, he a Miami nigga. But understand, native of the land of Miami, especially that his generation, that's how they look. And to be the most kind-hearted people to the people he supposed to be that to, and that's to his family. Like I remember my cousin got out of prison a while ago. Yeah, 7 years. For for his own environment, his own, things, whatever. A lot of us go through that. As black folks, we might have family members that go through that. We stand behind. So he's no different than that black. I'm talking to black folks, black Americans. That's what I'm talking to. Everybody else might not understand it because it's, but come on, black Americans who grew up in America on whatever level you grew up on in America. But we grew up in Dade County. We grew up in Miami. Not saying that we was the best kids, but we was the best at our environment. And God allowed us to live this long. God wasn't that disheartened with the situation. He just took us through our trials and tribulations. When we learned them trials and tribulations, we learned that God had his hand on us. We stopped doing the crime. But we never could forget who he is. You know what I'm saying? We know we were born and raised in Miami before we changed our life. We citizens of Miami, citizens of the USA. You know what I'm saying? But we all have our faults. Um, we gonna spread news about some stuff. Let's spread the news about this story here. Before I have to go, I got about 30 minutes. I want y'all to go and before I'm gonna do another story on this. It's just I got some business to take care of, but I'm gonna give y'all the gist of it. At first, they come out with their story, and when y'all see a person like this, first thing we say, what did he do to the police officer? As most of the time we only got the word of the police officer. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the police tell the news reporters, that's the story y'all get. I know some people gonna say, "Oh, you only saying this because it was your family member." Oh, because it was your cousin. No, he was my cousin first. He was my brother. He was a close cousin. He was a close cousin. Like I said, when I get back, I'm gonna do more on this because that's not it. I just want to talk to the older. I mean, to the other YouTubers out here, content creators for the day, and maybe all this weekend. Do me a favor. I need y'all to bring light to my cousin situation. He got shot down in Miami. They gonna tell the story that he have a gun. They gonna tell that's the truth. He had a gun. And as we know, we could find plenty of videos of people having guns and they get caught by the police. They end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? My cousin they end up in jail. He ended up shot. All right. He ended up shot, and he was killed. And at first it'd be like everybody else, just say, now what did he do to get shot? My cousin didn't do nothing. No different than if you got a cousin, brother, your daddy, anybody who ever been to jail before, get themselves that second chance, try to run away, not bring no harm to the police, just just to run away and see if you could get away. Get away, you got another day on the street. It had my cousin's car. He had his car. He just ain't had his license on. So he had his car. You didn't have to even pay some whatever. That's the typical thing we say. But I need you YouTubers who I put some of y'all at the bottom. I asked, I just asked that God bring light to my cousin's situation. So I'm gonna give y'all enough to where y'all can go look it up yourself and go, and take the story up so y'all know I'm not just pulling y'all legs for no clout or nothing like this. Honestly, it's just for my cousin. So to the Kwame Brown, to the Angela Stanton, to the Costinos, to the Hassan Campbell, the ones who talk about we got to stand for black people, man. We got to stand for black people. The ones who might have said rest in peace to George Floyd, the opposite. The ones who said rest in peace to all the other people that died, black people, black America, native of this land. Not talking to nobody, not talking to none. I need y'all help to spread this word so my family could get this conviction and get this ball rolling. We're not asking for nothing, but if you would like to donate to the situation, you could. Either way, have it go. I put up a GoFundMe on my last page. The GoFundMe party closed, but y'all can look the people names up, or mine's at the bottom. But it's not for that. So before I allow y'all to pass judgment on my cousin, I want y'all to know he was really loved. He was changing his life around. Been doing that for years, dealing with regular life. You know what I'm saying? And he got killed by the police, the Miami police officer, Miami-Dade police officer. And the way they covered it up, they tried to cover it up. Is the crazy part. What I need God help on. Bring awareness to the way they tried to cover this up. First thing I'm gonna play is the story they told the day my cousin got killed. The day he got killed, this is the story they ran, and this is what they do. This is what they do to black folks in America. And America is our country. But I'm gonna play this just for the simple fact. And then after that, I'm gonna play the real story. Finding your first house. Like I say, the real story came out because they wasn't aware of a camera. And I'm gonna give y'all the understanding of Miami. See, Miami is a place. There's this majority black people there. Despite what y'all think about South Beach and all them other places that surrounding Miami. Miami is predominantly black. You get what I'm saying? With the exceptions of, the people we could consider sisters and brothers, the Spanish, the Haitians, and Jamaicans, and all that good stuff. So Miami is a predominantly black situation. So happened is a camera was at the school of a black school. Y'all might have heard of with the Northwestern Bull. Y'all probably heard of big school. Been through a lot of y'all schools, beat y'all players in football. But that's not what it's about. It's still a black school. And their camera wasn't noticed while all this was going on. You know what I'm saying? They camera didn't notice this. So, but I want y'all to first take a look at the picture that I posted up first. And then take y'all judgments and say what y'all gonna say. And I'm gonna show y'all how black folks in America, American blacks, natives of this land, how y'all think, like how we think, like our oppressors. Y'all would look at my cousin. Me, I would look at him naturally as just my cousin. I wouldn't look at him, but somebody from the outside looking in probably say, "Oh, he a thug, he a gorilla." All right. First, I'm gonna give y'all the story before they identified my cousin. I'm gonna give y'all that story. I'm gonna let that story play. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that story play, so y'all can have a full understanding. So y'all can't say that I'm blocking something and I'm like taking away from the video. So I want to give people the full understanding of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to say I'm doing this because that's my cousin. I'm gonna play a couple of videos, news report that they reported before they figured out it was a camera outside that schoolhouse. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna show y'all. I'm gonna play this recording, and I'm gonna show y'all the news report of them trying to cover this up. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they do. So if you love your family members and this happened to you, you got to go to the extent, because all the time, 99% of the time they lie. That ain't how it went. And like I say, I'm not taking up for my cousin, but I'm taking up for my cousin. I would have had a different anger if my cousin would have shot at the police or something like that, or pulled a gun to the police. I'd have had a different like opinion, but I still would have hated him. But now it's just straight hate. I don't have no second thought. So I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna let y'all hear this first story. This is the first story they put out there.
Developing news in Miami.
Streets are closed after an apparent shooting. Local 10 News crime specialist Bridget Matter is live on the scene with the latest. Bridget.
Well, police have confirmed to us that this was, in fact, a shooting. This is a very large scene. We drove around. There were blocks and blocks that were taped off by police. Let's show you what we're seeing from here. This is all near two different schools, an elementary school and a high school. And if we pan over this way, you'll see that police are working on some of their undercover vehicles on computers. And we do know that somebody was taken into custody. But I want to show you Sky 10 video that shows the scene where we can't get to. You'll see a yellow tarp with a body underneath, as well as a car with doors that are open. We are still asking police for more information on what exactly happened here and why this massive scene. We are going to get more information from them at some point later on in the afternoon. For now, we're live in Northwest Miami-Dade. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
I want y'all to see that say March the 8th. Oh, I'm just trying to get this together. It said March the 8th. It keeps sending me back to this other stuff, but that was March the 8th. That's what they said about my cousin. That's how they broke the news. That's how they put it out there. That's how they put it out there. Y'all heard it. I'm not editing nothing. I'm just waiting on the internet to pop back up. I'm not gonna edit nothing. I'm just waiting on that to free back up. But y'all heard that's the first story they laid out. The first day my cousin got killed. I'm not gonna say got shot. None of that. He got killed. Let me get this out here. So that was the story they put out there at first. We're gonna go to the second story that they made the same day where they had the police chief or whatever, a Spanish man. Listen to what I say. They got a Spanish chief of police. They got a Spanish chief of police in the United States. And I want to make it. I'm gonna make it known. Like I'm saying, this is what mindset it puts you in. How do a Spanish man become a police chief or any high ranking anything, even being a police officer, either being a mailman inside of America when we can't accept them same jobs in their country? You can't find no black American that's in Mexico, Haiti, or nowhere else is a police officer, a mailman, a milkman, nothing, nothing, nothing over there in their country. But we have them as our cap over us inside America in Miami-Dade County. So, all right, this video here gonna show y'all. This video here gonna show y'all. This is the same day, but this is how they try to flip the story once they find out. You notice they didn't say nothing about them cameras. They didn't say nothing about the cameras that was over there the first day. First thing they wanted to say. But this is what they had to say when they found out the cameras was over there.
Details on a developing story: a suspect shot dead by police in the city of Miami. Tonight, we're hearing from the chief about what happened.
He says the suspect was armed and there was a fight. CBS 4's Bobeth Yates is live on the scene with more. Bobeth?
Well, Lauren and Elliott, the road behind me is still blocked off here at the intersection of Northwest 12th Avenue and Northwest 74th Street as officials are investigating this police-involved shooting. And they say it all began with a routine traffic stop.
City of Miami police units conducted a traffic stop in the area of Northwest 10th Avenue and 71st Street right behind us. Sometime after the traffic stop, the officers made contact with two occupants inside the vehicle.
City of Miami Police Chief Manny Morales says shortly after that, things took a turn.
The officers became aware that one of the individuals in the vehicle was armed. A struggle ensued, and one of the officers discharged his fire.
I want y'all to remember. Y'all, this is the video. Y'all remember what this Spanish dude said. Spanish police, whatever he is. Remember what he said. Remember what he said. Remember what he said. That two officers, right off real, was two officers, right up on out of this situation. I'm not gonna even try to spend. I'm gonna let y'all get the full. I'm gonna let y'all ingest the whole thing. But y'all remember that part right there. This is how they try to like prove it out.
As a result, that person whose name and age has not yet been released was shot and died in the middle of the street.
The investigation is extremely preliminary at this time, so some of the details might change. There is video from the school and there is body-worn camera video that we're still reviewing at this time.
We're also told the second suspect in the car was taken into custody, and the officer involved in the shooting has been placed on administrative leave while officials investigate.
As it is in every police-involved shooting with the City of Miami, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement will be taking the lead with the assistance of our homicide unit and our internal affairs section.
Now, this entire ordeal happened right next to Northwestern High School, but officials say they want you to know that this had nothing to do with the school and no students were involved. Again, they're continuing to investigate this and we'll bring you updates as we get it. In Miami, Bobeth.
We start the newscast at 7 with breaking news out of Miami. Chopper 4 is showing us what CBS 4 has confirmed is a deadly shooting. Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. Let's get right out to CBS 4's Bobeth Yates, who joins us live from the scene with the latest details. Bobeth?
Well, Lauren and Elliott, I'm at the intersection of Northwest 12th Street and Northwest 12th Avenue and Northwest 12th Street, where the police have the road blocked off. This is an area just by Northwestern High School, as officials say they're investigating yet another police-involved shooting. Now, take a look at this video from Chopper 4 as it hovered over the scene. Now, the preliminary details we received is that a Miami police officer attempted to make a traffic stop, but instead of stopping, that suspect opened fire. Now, officials say at that point they had no other choice but to return fire, and we're told that suspect has now passed away. Now, if you take a look, come back out here, you can see that even though that scene has already or is being investigated on that side, this is just the beginning of the investigation into the shooting, because officials say that they're going to have the Florida Department of Law Enforcement come in and look into this.
First one didn't say nothing about no shooting, nor the police said nothing about no shooting. But this one here, y'all heard her blatantly say that there was a shooting. All of a sudden, All of a sudden, now y'all remember this shit that's being said, y'all. Remember everything that's being said. Everything that's being said is how they portray us, and it's bullshit. That's the reason I'm playing this, because I wanted to be on record. I want y'all to hear this, and I want y'all to hear the bullshit that police put on us. And I need all the big YouTubers. I need everybody who can share on their page. I need y'all to share this. I don't care about if nobody don't hit the like button. I don't care about none. All I care about is y'all share this. So y'all black folks to understand and wake up, man. I'm gonna play that one more time. I'm gonna play this one more time. Y'all remember this video? Remember this? Remember what she said? I ain't gonna even say that. I'm gonna let it play itself.
Officials say at that point they had no other choice but to return fire, and we're told that suspect has now passed away as it hovered over the scene. As it hovered over the scene. Now, the preliminary details we received is that a Miami police officer attempted to make a traffic stop, but instead of stopping, that suspect opened fire. Now, officials say at that point they had no other choice but to return fire, and we're told that suspect has now passed away. Now, if you take a look, come back out here, you can see that even though that scene has already or is being investigated on that side, this is just the beginning of the investigation into the shooting, because officials say that they're going to have the Florida Department of Law Enforcement come in and look into this matter, and then we're expected to get an update from them in just about 30 minutes. Of course, we're going to bring you all the details of that update as soon as they send it to us. Live.
All right, y'all heard the story. Y'all heard what she said. Oh, he's a bad kid. Oh, this happened. It deserved to happen, huh? That's what people are saying. That's what people assume and they'll say. All right, I'm gonna give y'all the real story of what my family going through. Let me give y'all the real story. If ain't no, I'm switching the videos up. This is something that's in my playlist that I saved, and lucky I saved it, because I needed y'all to hear that. I needed y'all to hear that. I needed y'all to hear that. Just think about it. Y'all black too. This could happen to y'all. And all I need is the YouTube world to share this right now, man. I'm finna show y'all how they lied on my cousin. I'm finna show y'all. And this is what they do. And this is what they do. See, when you a person that you don't play by family, it's a different story. It's a different story. You get what I'm saying? It's a different story how you play that situation. You feel me? So my family chose to follow up on this. You know what I'm saying? They chose to follow up on this. So see, my family chose to follow up on it. And luckily, thank God for whoever made camera. Thank God for them. This is the part I want y'all to get up to. That's why I played the beginning. That's why I played the beginning. Listen to what I say. That's why I played the beginning. So I can get that doubt out y'all mind of a black man, of an image of his lifestyle and the way he lived in his city, in his native land. You know what I'm saying? So we won't get no confusion. So when nobody can't think that or feel like they ain't promoting no a police killer or this and this, or I'm pulling some false theme or something. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this report. I see one thing about it, the police camera they can order that. But and if there was a white neighborhood, they probably could have ordered the school camera. They probably would have gave it to the white folks and told the white folks, go ahead and dock it like I used to dock it before anybody else. We black Americans. We native of the land. And We need y'all to stand with us on this here. For real, let's spread the word. Let's get this stuff right. So let's debug. And like I said, this is a teachable moment, YouTube. So YouTube, so you can understand that I'm not just throwing up some hate and all this. Yeah, fuck the police. Fuck the police. But we gonna get this out the way though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring this to the light so y'all won't have to read a book. Y'all can look at this and see the fuckery how they did my cousin, a black man of America. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all pay attention. Enjoy this ride, man. I hope this just opens some of you black folks' eyes, man. Start standing for something that's for real, man. I ain't seen George Floyd people them do this. I ain't seen Kanika Jenkins' family do this. I ain't seen none of these Trayvon Martin, none of them. Once it seemed like they got this bigger than money, man. This for all you black folks. Because one thing about it, there wasn't a video that could make y'all doubt y'all own fucked up and shit inside of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably speak to my cousin and said, "Oh, he's a thug here." No, let me let y'all know about my cousin, and let me let y'all know the truth that happened. And a video that they didn't suspect to be out there. They didn't know. It didn't touch their hand first, unless it could be presented as evidence as a whole, not cut down, broke down, nothing. No copies and all made. So they reached out to my family first, because we're black. It's a black community. Remember, Miami. Y'all probably didn't know that about Miami, but yeah, we're gonna give you the history of it. We stand together. So you can't get away with what you did. And I'm gonna show y'all to give y'all an understanding of that, what I'm telling y'all and what I'm talking about in this file. We got to push this, because here go all the truth to it. To give y'all the truth to it. A video never lies if it ain't never been altered. I promise you. Let's get into it, y'all.
Was killed. You know, he was shot in the head. He didn't deserve that.
Tough words there. South Florida father. He is heartbroken, as you could hear there. Police shot and killed his son, and for justice.
NBC6 investigator Willard Shepard spoke to the family and joined us now live from Miami with the story you'll see only right here on 6.
Well, Trina, you see what's behind me. This is the memorial set up here in Northwest Miami-Dade County for Antwon Cooper. He was killed here at this scene, the location where I am rapping. And since that moment, a lot has transpired. Police say that this man had a weapon on him. They say they found a weapon here at the scene. They say there was a struggle out here, but the family and the lawyers dispute what the police department is saying. One of the reasons why that camera right over there on.
Now, remember, I told y'all to remember all the videos. That's the reason I play all the videos at the beginning of this. I wanted y'all to come in this with either with your negative mind, but I wanted to clear that negative mind and push it to what's reality is. Now, y'all just heard the story now. Found a gun on the scene. And said nothing about no shots was fired. And said nothing about that. How they was so standing on what they stood on. The videos I showed y'all just not before I showed y'all this video. Before I showed y'all the truth video. Before I showed y'all, they didn't know that camera was on that wall. That cameras do not lie as a whole. Without no editing, my cousin's death would have been in vain. Without that evidence, that camera of a black school wasn't there. My black people of this world, of this United States of America, wouldn't know the truth and would always have a doubt in y'all mind. Now, y'all just heard what was said. It didn't sound like the beginning Or the other three or four news reports I showed, I heard that lady say shots were fired. He shot at them, and they had no choice to open fire on him. We're gonna continue making that into a lie. We're gonna continue making that into a lie.
The family and attorneys have seen. They say their loved one should never have been shot.
Like this for the one of mine. They took my son from me.
My son was killed. You know, he was shot in the head. He didn't deserve that.
Tough words there. South Florida father. He is heartbroken, as you could hear there. Police shot and killed his son. And tonight he is suing and he's asking for justice.
NBC6 investigator Willard Shepard spoke to the family and joined us now live from Miami with the story you'll see only right here on 6.
Well, Trina, you see what's behind me. This is the memorial set up here in Northwest Miami-Dade County for Antwon Cooper. He was killed here at this scene, the location where I am right now. Our team member, Lissa Hyman, was here on the night that this happened. And since that moment, a lot has transpired. Police say that this man had a weapon on him. They say they found a weapon here at the scene. They say there was a struggle out here, but the family and the lawyers dispute what the police department is saying. One of the reasons why that camera right over there on Northwestern High School, and also body-worn camera that the family and attorneys have seen, they say their loved one should never have been shot.
Never think that I'd be sitting in it doing something like this for a loved one of mine. They took my son from me, my grandson from me.
Tuesday, 34-year-old Antwon Cooper's family tried to put into words their pain.
I don't know what to say because my heart is so broken right now because I don't know what to say, but I just know that he didn't need to be shot like that. He didn't need to be shot like that. I don't care. I don't care if he had a record from here to North Pole. They didn't have no business.
You know, he was shot in the head. He didn't deserve that.
Cooper's family described raising him, and after a time, records show was a prison term that ended a decade ago. How he was working construction and moving in the right direction. Miami police say there was a struggle, and the officer was forced to fire. The family and their attorneys strongly disagree.
And I want the police who were responsible for it, I want him arrested. With our own eyes, we've seen the footage.
Attorney Rossi Williams told us anytime before Cooper was in touch with the law didn't matter. She says the officer who stopped Cooper didn't even know who he was because Cooper didn't have his driver's license. She says the second officer arrived and quickly shot Cooper.
This officer, he shot Mr. Antwon Cooper in the head. If the footage is really shown, that is what people will see. They'll see that he shot him in the head at close range. They'll see that he was so reckless in his shooting that he shot him in the head at close range with another officer right there.
He never punched him. He never swung at him. He never kicked him. He wasn't brandishing any weapons. He wasn't pointing any weapons at anybody. In fact, the only thing that Mr. Cooper was actually trying to do was trying to free himself from Officer grip.
I mean, they are the police. They are the police, and they're trained. So I feel like, you know, things could have been handled a lot more professionally.
Hunt for deers or rabbits or something like that. That was a human being just like your family. Your family is a human being too. And he took my grandson from me and took him from his mama to it.
After Police Chief Manny Morales met with the family, he sent us a statement saying, "We offered our condolences and we will continue to fully cooperate with the FDLE and offered any support needed by the family during this difficult time." FDLE is telling us they'll continue forward with that investigation. Of course, we'd like to play that video for you here on NBC6, but under the Florida law, it is exempt while this investigation is moving forward. They still have to talk to witnesses, gather a lot of evidence, and these officers do get their due process while these investigations are underway. The family says the bottom line on all of this, the video they have seen shows that their loved one never should have been shot. We're live at Northwest Miami-Dade. Willard Shepard, NBC.
All right, now what y'all seeing that video, man? That's the truth, y'all. They seen the video, they got everything. It's all, you know what I'm saying? It's all on video. Black folks understand they killing us out here, man. They killing us with no malice, no nothing. They just killing us. Like I say, my cousin, the story they told, I played the videos first, and now I played this here, y'all. Y'all let, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all share this channel, man. Y'all push the video, man. Y'all put it's everything you need. It's right here. I just dropped it for y'all. Y'all just help me to get some closure for my cousin. You know what I'm saying? This is a real life story that happened, y'all. I got to go make this money. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm coming back with this. Y'all give me a second.